Ask any first-time buyer, what's your biggest challenge? And the answer is very likely to be saving for a deposit. First Home Focus is dedicated to sharing tips and guidance for first-time buyers in association with Skipton Building Society. In this episode, we've got some tips on how to tackle saving for a deposit. Let's start with how much you're actually going to need. Just in case you're not sure, a deposit is the lump sum of money you pay up front when you buy a home. The rest of the money is borrowed from a lender and paid back in monthly instalments, usually over 25 years, but it can be longer in some cases. Now, the reason the deposit is so crucial is that many lenders want to see that you've saved at least 5% of the price of whatever property you're buying. That means you'll be asking to borrow 95% of the cost. It's called the loan-to-value figure, or LTV as it's often referred to. The lower the LTV, the greater your chance of getting a mortgage, the more choice of mortgages you'll have, and the more favourable deal you're likely to get. So while 5% is a minimum, the more deposit you have, the better. Let's look how that translates into actual cash. In 2024, the average house price in the UK, as reported by the UK House Price Index, was £282,000. For a 5% deposit, this would mean saving £14,100. A 10% deposit would require a cash sum of £28,000, while you would need £42,000 to put down 15%, and an eye-watering £56,400 for a 20% deposit. The figures look daunting, so where do you start? Our number one tip is budget, budget, budget. Work out your income and outgoings precisely, costing everything you must pay for, then decide how much of what's left will be for spending and how much will be for saving. For the bills you can't avoid, could you be paying less? Are you shopping around each year for your utilities and insurances? Are there luxuries or rarely used gym memberships you could cut out? The great thing about slimming down your outgoings is that this is going to improve your chances of getting a mortgage too. Lenders love it when your income versus your spending looks healthy. For most would-be first-time buyers, accommodation is the biggest expense. Could you find somewhere cheaper to live while you save up? Downsizing could cut council tax and heating bills too. Or perhaps you could stay put and take in a lodger. Subletting a room in your home can be a good way to put extra cash in your pocket each month. But you must check that your rental agreement allows this and speak to your landlord. Maybe you're lucky enough to have a family who can let you move back in while you save. Paying a relative to live in their home is likely to be far cheaper than renting your own place. Or are you fortunate enough to have that family that might be able to help you save for a deposit with a cash contribution, whether that's a gift or a loan? As you save, you want to make sure you're maximising every single penny. We talk in other episodes about first-time buyer saving schemes like the Lifetime ISA. So make sure you check out more of our First Home Focus content. But whatever type of savings account you choose, make sure you keep an eye on the market so as you can grab the best deals.
Thanks for joining us on this episode of Move IQ's First Home Focus podcast. We hope you found our tips and advice helpful. Remember, home ownership may be closer than you think, and we are here to support you every step of the way. So please don't forget to subscribe, rate and review our podcast so you never miss an episode. Until next time.